The Change Agency. Changes on the road to eternity. Change from performing to involving. Articles about change and changing. Hi folks, let me introduce myself. I am Butterfly, the change agent and guiding force of change. From separation to integration. Most of you were trained to perform without even realizing this. And when you are a parent or educator, you are most likely continuing to stimulate this very unnatural and even destructive something that will haunt you and your children for the rest of their life. It starts with all the praising of the child in regards natural instincts that will naturally become skills, such as laughing, moving, crawling, standing, and using hands and other parts to function in the world. Parents just need to be around and give children the opportunity to develop these natural instincts and skills. Look what my child can do, and that connected to the smiles and praises it receives. It is the same when they slowly grow up, that everything gets connected to a reward-response system, and that continues at home or at school with giving grades and diplomas. In the same way you are training your dog, but who is actually instinctively not looking for a reward, but just loves you, like a child. Why not let all these natural things happen naturally, but which of course involves your time, trust and patience. However, it becomes mostly about reciting and learning things by heart, being in art classes, mostly copying things, or being in sports, and that as well linked to a successful professional, and that again connected to rewards, victory, and not realizing that there is now automatically a defeat system connected. In the modern world, it looks that the child needs to be constantly entertained and is separated too soon from being on the parent, but also sleeping with them. They need their own independence. But even more extreme, the child is put into the hands of strangers and dropped off at schools, where mostly the indoctrination and reward and performing systems of victory and defeat continues. The rest of your life, you will be struggling with your self-esteem, realizing this or not, because of disperforming reward and victory, praises, or even getting punished when the expectations are not met. This goes parallel with rebelling against or procrastinating the most simple and necessary things of life that becomes a drag or a chore, and not interesting because with these things later in life there are no praises, grades or diplomas connected. Let us go back in time and looking at the child as something separate from you, your child, your treasure, your new toy, new love or something to play with, which is great. But here comes the change because that child in front of you also becomes a problem. For you want or have to do things, and now even having less time for yourself. Why not more and more having the child on you, on your back, like in the olden days, and letting it move with you and being involved with everything that needs to be done, plus carrying your child like a backpack in a special sack, plus you get fitness time at the same time in. Just like the child was 9 months inside and more in the front, let it be on your back. And this can be done by the father or older brothers and sisters, and by doing so you integrate the new child and it becomes involved and explores. When the child grows up, playing, making food with it, let it help in all the chores of the home, make it fun and playful and natural. When you play a good example, it automatically follows. Nothing needs to be indoctrinated. All knowledge and even all great virtues of being a good human being is inside everyone and comes out naturally. Yes, even everything written in the scriptures, in order to follow His will, law, and guidance, is already inside everyone. You just need to give it the opportunity and assist, but foremost, be the example. You all have a chance to change things, and now I even come to changing the way you did or do perform and in the past identified with the performing or performance. Learn to play, to perform or to act, in other words. Learn to play your roles well. In any department of life where you play many roles, but do not become them. Learn to play your roles well, like good actors do. Play your roles and let Him play His play through you, and you will change into something that you cannot even imagine. Let Him surprise you by you getting out of His way.